half a century ago, doing a flying lotus would have been impossible. I had advanced arthritis, migraine headaches about twice a week, losing hair, and overall depressed. They had me classified, among other things, catatonic tendencies, schizophrenia with asocial behavior. It was an interesting place to start your life. I didn't believe in any of this. I believed that there was always a better way. So here I am in an evening of this wonderful romantic looking canyon to share with you about our libido, something as a prep for the evening for many of you. Intimacy with yourself, with those that you love, intimacy with the cosmos. A young boy goes to a juice bar in Sedona and notices, after ordering a double shot of wheatgrass with cayenne, this most beautiful, enchanting mistress of the night. And he musters up some of his bravery and walks over to her while holding onto his wheatgrass shot, and notices she's drinking a watermelon juice cocktail, and he smiles and he says, "My name is Viktoras." If I told you what a hot body you have, would you hold it against me? She says to him. Our cocktails don't mix. Bad food combining. Wheatgrass and watermelon, it's puke time. In this day and age, as has been historically ever present in all prehistoric times, mating, coming together, and as you have experienced the beauty of sound and vibration, there is also a symphony that you can play with within your own most divine temple. You can impact it in such subtle, simple ways, meditatively, or imagine there's a clock. Yes, let's put a clock, a time frame on our genitals, and imagine spinning in a clockwise direction. Just spin it. What we're doing is increasing the energetics of our primary force, and then we move that energy, consciously taking it past solar plexus up to our heart chakra, moving into a much more communal, trance-like experience. Now you're moving past ego-driven libido into a condition of unconditional love for yourself, for all life forms. And we can transform this energy even higher. Now we're spinning it on our throat chakra, experiencing the potential of entering into the cathedral of cosmic enlightenment, a galaxy museum of the most outrageous art forms far beyond level of imagination that engages your holistic model, and taking it to the crown chakra, where now As you linger through this symphony, allowing this energy, fluxing it from the base up, energizing, bringing into at one ment. All is one, one is all. Beyond knowledge into experience. The stillness that resides within it, all power to be. My first time when I touched the sacred harp, I was a youngster of 7 years old, in a state of ecstasy over the most exuberant feelings and pleasures of acknowledging Jesus' love. Love to my childlike understanding. Here was a man that threw his self aside and said, all is much more than I. A beautiful fairy tale story, but it totally inspired my heart chakra. I went into bliss ecstasy, went through a tremendous transformation. Over the years, the power of silence and stillness took one ever further away from social reality into the realms of mysticism. My coffee inebriated brain was overstimulated into the evening, so that insomnia was the way. Aging was appearing on my face. I was only 17 then. So I decided to watch the animal life forms, and they seemed to be into more relaxation than having an obsession with sleep. Rest was the key, and so I practiced rest and relaxation, and with that came eventually month after month entry into rejuvenation, not through sleep but through rest, by entering into a state of stillness, quiet mind, quiet heart, and a body that was floating eventually into astral travel, soul journey experiences. It brought me out of what they call autistic consciousness, for that is what would have been by modern standards my classification. I did not start having dialogue or conversations till very late in life. At 16 I was still a silent mystic, living inward and very socially unintegrated. But it led into spaces that continued to experiment within this tormented body. Sexual energy came into play, and that's what brought, you might say, foreplay through the tongue of language. I memorized Ovid, the Greek love poetry. I thought I was insane trying to hit on someone with Ovid. I didn't get far, thank God. I maintained very mystically celibate-oriented life till I was in my mid-20s. When I entered into the mystique of human love and passion and being devoured by what is done nowadays quite early in their 10, 12-year-old among children. You'll discover why this level of, first of all, source for this passion, and how this accelerates the whole aging process. Sexual energy is a very sacred energy, and it has at least 3 authentic potentials. Of course, It's a pleasure center that just spills over an elixir of endomorphins that just blows your circuits with outrageous bliss. Similarly, these circuits can be held in check and experience another grade and level of ecstasy without the spilling of one's own both hormonal and seminal precious elixirs. We have 7